watching live, there's a lot of buffering going on. And then sound is our next one. So I'm buying new mics this week to get, because I've got good sound on Facebook, but crummy sound on YouTube. So I've got to get, but that's a different computer, so it's a different mic. So that's why we're trying to combine it all into one. But no, Grady, thank God, has a background as a cameraman. So he's got a good base knowledge and is, and he did a lot of editing and stuff like that. But no, Grady's now become a full editor. Oh, YouTube just came up? Excellent.
Yes, we're alive.
Guess what, YouTubers? We are live early because we've been struggling getting YouTube up and running, but apparently YouTube decided to be easy today. So we are way early. So please bear with us. We got another 8 minutes to go with that. And
total bonus.
for those of you, yeah, might as well. I'll just sit and chat for a little while.
Let's chat for a bit. It's fun.
And so those of you that are just tuning in, we're going to be talking and tasting my what year is this? My 17. Yeah, my 17's in.
Right.
Holy cow. We're going to be doing the Axina again, and we're going to be doing the Freddy Rosé. If you can focus in, there's a super special wine right here, crazy vintage. And then, of course, we'll have our special. But hopefully everybody out there is doing well.
Everybody liked it.
You handled a like? You can do that?
Oh my God, Brad,
So-
we may be up on Grady.
So we've got our live audience going. This one over here.
What? Look in the back, or also pull out the drawers. There should be some tucked in the
But
drawers.
go ahead and put more in the top, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have more, right?
Uh-oh, running out of Axina. We have a, whoop, whoop.
All right.
We have an emergency. We have an
The
emergency.
closed captioning is working, so I think you're on, homie.
I've got closed captioning.
You do.
That is excellent. I love being closed or captured.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's Danny already. Look
Hi,
at him.
everyone.
All summery and fresh today. Yes. Yes. What's going on?
Well, I got a haircut.
He got a COVID
That
cut.
was long overdue.
I'll go for the profile.
Oh, that's
I have
cute.
not.
So
I have not
amazing.
gotten my hairs cut yet. I tried really hard the other day, but couldn't get in. And there's just so much time and winemaking and
so busy.
12 different YouTube shows and stuff.
and stuff.
Stuff is really going on right now.
Yes.
But for those of you that are tuned in early, another couple of really cool things. The tasting room is now open indoors. So just in time for our heat wave that we're going through right now, 95-degree heat. So we are now open inside for inside tasting. We can only handle, with our social distancing, about 8 to 10 people. So you definitely want to make reservations so that you can get in on your indoor tasting, because we don't want to throw you out there in our oven.
Something smells delicious.
Oh,
Thank
we got
you.
some good.
I showered
food.
today. I showered. Hey, anybody that's out there, do we have anybody up on Facebook yet?
We've got Carrie on YouTube, and
Can Carrie, can you hear Grady? Take your mask off.
I sure will.
Carrie,
Hey, test,
Can
test.
you
It's
hear Grady? Because we're trying to get Anna mic'd in as well, because everybody wants to hear her clever comments, her cute quips, all of the things that she loves to roast me with while we're rocking along with our videos. So if you can hear Grady, you should be able to hear Anna. We will teach her how to project, just in case.
Exactly. We got to teach Anna how to use her diaphragm. Her diaphragm is the most important part of her body.
I
It
thought
helps you express yourself.
last thing I heard that was well used. But oh no.
Carrie says yes, she can hear me over here.
Okay, excellent.
Anna, you're on tonight, baby.
Okay, and so what's nice about that, because that's YouTube and we're using the microphone,
Right.
so that is good. Okay. And then for those of you, we know we've been having some sound issues and we've been trying to fix that. We are going to be really fixing it hopefully next week. We've got some new mics coming in, and we're also going to try some new things, which means that we'll probably not get live on time. Now that we've figured out how to get live early, it'll be a little later, but that is okay. And Carrie, I think I'm going to be seeing you very soon. I can't wait, especially since you're going to be coming up with everybody. We're going to have such a good time. And I heard it's not just coming up and heading back. It's going to be a little bit of a stay, so that'll be fun. Art is open tomorrow when taking reservations to stay here in town. That is awesome. The Mercury Loft has been open for the last 3 weeks, so we've had a lot of people inquiring about when that was going on. We've got a lot of good information about Left Bank coming up, so Left Bank is on, and we're going to try to stay with our August. Did you write down when's Left Bank, Grady?
Oh yes, Left Bank. Did you August something?
August something is helpful.
It's a Thursday.
My
right?
phone is being used
Right, as a thing. So
but I did put it in our. I think it's 18th. If
I
that is
think
a
you're right,
Saturday.
Brad. I think you're. I'm
But-
feeling good about that.
But what's neat is Jim, Ricard, and I are going to be making some big decisions on Left Bank and how we're going to be operating Left Bank. And we've got some good
20th,
ideas.
Brad.
So,
Thursday.
all right,
Oh, I'm
Thursday.
sorry. Hold on.
No, that's our videos.
That's
that we're
our
doing.
videos.
So this one should be a Saturday.
A Saturday. Would it be the 15th or the 29th?
I have no idea. All right, we're gonna hold tight on that. But this next week we are gonna be getting information out for Left Bank. We're obviously gonna have to shrink it so that we can social distance and make sure everybody's having a good time. But we've got some great ideas for that. And then, correct me if I'm wrong. Facebook is working.
Everything's working right now.
Excellent. Okay, this is very good. What
We
is
are-
going on?
We're like 3
Have we
minutes
moved
early.
have we gone
and
from
everything is
winemaking
working.
to shooting videos and actually having things ready to go?
This is so weird. This is not us.
But I'm so thirsty. What should I have?
What should you have while you wait? Oh, that's a good call.
Oh, for those of you, that's right. We got the Freddy Rosé, we've got the Axina, we've got the Zin that we're going to be tasting today. I don't know if you can see the vintage on this. I'm not going to tell you until we do it. I don't think you can zoom in on that. But that is going to be a very fun wine to taste. And this wine was actually brought home from one of my very good friends, Lou. So a lot of you guys know Lou. He has held on to this wine for me for many, many, many years, and he's been nice enough to bring it back and open it up today. So we're having a lot of fun there.
Thank you, Lou. Thank you, Christine.
And then Miss Anna, we've got about a minute to go.
She's cranking out the food for everybody. That's
She
why
is
she's awesome.
she is doing such a great job, and the reason why the food's not ready is because we didn't cook this week. Thank goodness I took some of the cooking off my plate. And we're going to be serving food from Corner Project, a new brew pub. That's here
Gastropub.
in
Oh, yeah.
What is that called?
A gastropub. When they're elevating the food, and it's not just regular. Oh yeah.
Never mind.
When they're doing really good food, not just your regular bar
Oh,
food,
is
like
that what that means?
elevated, gastropub is the fancy schmancy way of saying things.
I will
like
not
that.
be saying that,
I gotta adjust my bra strap. There we
but
go.
the food is fantastic.
I cannot
And they're
wait.
doing a
I
rotating
cannot wait.
menu right now. So when I talked to them earlier in the week, they had a different menu. So we're going to be tasting different foods of theirs. But if it was anything like last week, we are going to be super excited in here. And then, Danny, we're about 15 seconds. So I would say hang out and be ready to go. To get your ready to go pants on. And
Yes, put your pants on, Danny. Jiminy Christmas. This is a family show.
I haven't heard that much.
holy mackerel.
Hands on.
OMG.
Yeah. I wonder what's going on right now.
I can't believe it. It's 5 o'clock, Brad. Do you know what happens at 5 o'clock on Fridays?
It's Brad time. What is it?
It's happy hour with Brad.
Oh, is that what's going on? All right. Officially, now according to our rules and regulations and by the FCC. Mark, hello friends. My name is Brad Beard, and I'm the owner and winemaker from Mercury Wine, celebrating 10 years in downtown Geyserville, California. We are super happy about that. And welcome to Happy Hour with Brad, where my brother Grady and I taste a little wine, enjoy some wine pairings, but most of all, try to have a little bit of fun. And since I'm talking about our 10-year anniversary in the promo and the beginning here, I'm just going to go ahead and start with this.
Let's do it. Go for it,
It's
dude.
something to talk about. So for those of you that don't know, this is of course a 15-liter etched, hand-painted, absolutely super sexy bottle of wine that we're going to be raffling off next Friday. So tell your friends, tell your enemies to tune in next week because you will have an opportunity to win this sexy beast with a value of 3 million club member. And so if you're a wine club member, you are already entered to win.
Yep.
And throughout the last 6 or 7 months, we've been running specials. If you bought 6 bottles, you can get an extra ticket
there.
into
Yep,
the bunch.
absolutely.
That's going to be going on through next Friday. So if you order 6 bottles of wine, you will get another ticket in to try to win this delightful 15-liter. And anyway, that's what's going on.
That's
some
pretty
big news.
exciting.
That's
I don't
good
know
stuff.
if there's anything more exciting than that, Brad. That's pretty exciting.
One time at band camp, there was some exciting stuff that went on.
With the Nebuchadnezzar? What band
know.
camp did you go to?
The right one.
Obviously. I went to the one where you just snuck Strawberry Tickle Pink, that Strawberry Hill stuff. Yeah.
That's one from took my COVID hair.
It's one from the vaults.
My flyaways going on there. But you know what we're gonna be tasting today, guys? So I don't know what you guys are drinking out there. Let us know what you guys are up to.
Anna's interested.
Anna wants to know. Inquiring minds, Anna. Oh, hey, guys. Anna's closer to the mic now, so she might be able to be heard. Anna, would you say hello to the crew?
Hello, everybody. I'm here.
Hi, Anna.
Awesome. Hopefully you guys can hear that because Anna has all those amazing things that she talks about through the show. And if you're going to be drinking along with us, we've got the
Hi, Thomas.
Axina. We have got the Freddie Rosé, super special wine there, and the Zinfandel, but we're going to be opening up a lot of fun things. And we actually have a bunch of great folks in the audience today. Thank you guys for joining us. Yay! Yay! Audiences is so much fun.
Yes, they're all just hanging right there on the edge of wetness.
Just like a Chad. Is that 2 years ago?
This, you know what? No, I think that's so within the.
Is that too long ago?
No, that's not long ago. That seems like just yesterday.
And is it too soon? I got it too soon out of the crowd. Okay. But and it also lets you guys know. I know there's gonna be a few people disappointed, possibly David at me this week that I did not prepare my own food to do these pairings, but I really wanted to focus as we're opening up here in Geyserville or in California in general,
Spread the
that
love.
I wanted to make sure everybody knew that everything else was going on in Geyserville. So we have a brand new. You go ahead and say it. What
It's
is
a gastropub.
It's a gastropub, but it is called Corner Project. And they are super fantastic people. They were Sonoma County, James Gore, I'm talking to you, slowed them down with all sorts of crazy stuff getting open. But they were on the cusp of opening literally the day that we shut down for COVID. They got their license to open. So these poor people have been been treated very poorly by Sonoma County. And now the COVID has been mean to them. So we really want to promote them because their food is fantastic. They do make their own beer, but the other really cool thing they do is that we have so many great microbreweries here in Sonoma County. They're getting Hen House. They're getting all
House,
sorts of wonderful
Almanac,
other
all these wonderful
microbrews
things.
that they're bringing there. So it's a great little spot. And after drinking wine all day, if you can't possibly drink
Just
another,
walk down.
you can walk down and have a little beer. And the
So
food
fun.
is fantastic. So definitely
We
watch
will be
that
seeing that in a
video.
minute.
You can find the link down below, I'm sure. Or something
It's there
like that.
somewhere. It's down there.
And then we just got word today that the Geyserville Inn is actually opening up so that they can receive guests to stay overnight. So that's starting tomorrow.
So that means the Hoffman House or the Geyserville Grill.
The grill
is
is
open too.
that's been open now for a week. So the food is back up and running there.
Fantastic.
They've got an updated, more hipper, new, cool menu.
I don't know if they can get more hip.
And but they do have some odd operating hours, so you gotta double check what's
their
going on there.
website. Yes.
Because they're open on mornings and not nights, and then nights and not mornings. In a couple days, they just goes completely. But that's okay.
Everything's cray.
Because everybody has got to open up when they can, and that's just what they're
Everybody's
doing
trying
right
so
now.
hard.
So just be patient with them, of course. And gosh darn it, as you know, the Catellis have their back patios open.
They're rocking.
Diavola has their back patio
Yep.
open, and that is super exciting. Let's talk about us.
Let's talk about us because we've been doing
Love
good
my
things
town,
too.
but I love us too. We are now open for tastings indoors. Couldn't have come at a better time since it was 95 degrees today. So, but those reservations are even more limited than outside.
Right.
So you
Pretty
definitely
small.
want to give us a call to see if you can get in, and we will take care of you. And as
Email
club
me,
members
too.
and good friends, we'll make sure you have top priority.
Info at
Of course.
mercurywine.com. Yes.
And of course, if the temperatures, here's the deal.
Right.
It was 85 degrees out there the other day, and Grady looked like he was going to pass out by the end of the day. So I'm going to go ahead and say if it's 83 or below, we can seat outside. And if it's going to be a little bit hotter day, we could take a couple of early reservations, like at 11:30, if you wanted to eat.
Sure.
Because if you can still order Diavolo Pizza or from the Corner Project or Catelli's and eat in our backyard. But we want to have all the eating done outside. So if you want to do that, do it early so that you don't roast. That is a lot of information right off the bat. And I haven't even talked about wine yet.
Well, you did tell us what we're going to drink, but what are we drinking first?
I think that because the wines that I paired up last week are these, but we got all new food for you this week. So let's bring in, what do we got?
We got hummus. We've got
start with the hummus.
Let's start with the hummus.
Well, let's start with hummus, and I think hummus and
Albarino will be perfect.
Oh, look, there's Danny
hello,
Fox.
everybody.
Look at
I am
Thank
bringing
you,
nice
sir.
hummus from the Corner Project that I didn't have to cook this week.
Yay.
But they are so good, so fantastic, the nicest people. So
Aren't they
please
some nice folks down there?
check them
And did you
out.
see? Yeah, they are awesome. So another great reason to come down and visit us. And guys, they've got some of the fermented vegetables
Fermented
in here.
vegetables. Is that the cauliflower
That is
and
cauliflower.
the carrots?
Yes.
Is that what that is?
And then this hummus is they've in their
I like
family
cauliflower.
history they've been. Are you gonna do the cauliflower?
I'm gonna try it.
Here we go, right off the bat. Grady's going for
Mom,
cauliflower.
Look away.
He's
Look
gonna be
away
enjoying
from
vegetables.
the camera.
This hummus. Oh, the garlic
Actually very good.
is just absolutely fantastic. And there's anybody else had the hummus yet? Oh, here's the deal. This hummus is on their vegetarian fold over sandwich pita thing. You got it down. Good job.
Got it down. Not bad. I don't know.
So we got a lot of garlic, got a lot of fresh herbs. Obviously got them chickpeas in there. Chickpea.
Oh man, there is nothing better than hummus on a nice warm day. Honestly.
Oh, wow.
So good.
I'm gonna say that the Albarino is fantastic with that. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna go find some salad.
Brad has some sort of crazy idea.
Yep.
You know what? I don't know if we can get any better than the Albarino, Brad, because the flavors are so beautifully.
I really think so.
paired.
It is. The pairings are paired.
Oh, stunning.
Pairings.
Peri peri is a different thing. That's a spice, I think.
Very good.
It's a hot pepper. Oh my god. This hummus is next level. But
Yeah.
For our friends who make hummus,
Man,
yours is still pretty gosh darn good.
Albarino or Sauvignon Blanc. No. Albarino is the best.
Yeah, because the
This is what I
Sauv Blanc,
want.
I can see where your head
It's good.
goes. Sauv Blanc is good,
It's good.
but there is something special about the Albarino because it's
So
got a richer character.
Oh my god, richer character.
It really does. So good. Oh, Ian Myers, it's pretty good, but I still love your avocado one.
Oh,
Amazing.
How are you guys doing? Glad to have you with us today. That is absolutely fantastic. No, that is quite delightful. I'm actually going to see if,
What are you thinking
I
now?
was just thinking, what if you were drinking red? Could the Zin pair?
Brad, I know the Zin could pair. Absolutely, because that Zin has so much fruit.
I'm just going to lick the hummus off. I've had way too many carbs today. I will double dip that.
And?
Ooh. Zin's perfect. Yeah.
All right, let me try.
I would say Zin is really nice too. But gosh,
Yeah,
darn it,
so you have
has
nice
there-
light
has
red.
there been something that my Zin hasn't paired with? If you guys don't know my Zin, you just don't know Zin. This Zin is so freaking fantastic because most of it comes from Russian River, so a little cooler, but really makes it a more food-friendly wine.
It does.
And if anybody wanted to try the Zin, we can obviously get you guys some Zin out there as well. That is really good.
Hey. Boy, there's some really. The nice thing is again, just like you're in your wines, the spices are balanced. There's not too much garlic. There's not too much of this. There's not too much of that. It's right there.
I love it when my spices are balanced. That is freaking fantastic. Sorry, I just lost my train.
I wonder why.
Sorry about that. But gosh darn it, there was something I was going to say about. Gosh, there's
Zen
so
or-
much happening.
Early onset.
Fun early onset. That's a good. That's a good reason why I can't remember. That's a good one. Talk about the guys will grill. A big shout out. Thank you guys for supporting me for the
Thank
child
you,
help.
everybody.
We have
Unbelievable.
beaten our goal.
Unbelievable.
So has the child help, but that doesn't mean that if you haven't donated, you still can.
They're
upped
going
our-
for $75,000
so
now.
We just passed $50,000 today or yesterday, and
Yep.
we're going for $75,000. And trust me, if you just have a couple seconds in your life, just Google up the child help and see what these folks are doing. It is a 96 on the charity watch, so that makes me really happy. So most of the people are all volunteers that work in this organization, and the fundraising money they're not spending. Oh, Joe Ramazzotti, how you doing, my friend? Oh yeah, another good reason to come to Geyserville. You can come and see Joe
And see
Ramazzotti.
Joe too, and
Yes.
Norma, and Lisa,
Yes.
and Marie, and Travis, the whole crew.
And one of his friend Tony said that they named Thanksgiving after him
Did
because
they
he's such a
really?
turkey. Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they said.
God bless America. I didn't even see that one coming.
Yikes! I'm just so happy that we're actually opened up inside and we're really getting some good things going, and no, we're having fun. So that was absolutely
I'll
excellent.
tell you what, if you've never had a red wine with hummus, you got to try the Zin.
Yep.
The Zin brings out so much, and I would normally go straight here because the Albarino is stunning, but the red, it just plays in a different way. Where this is complementary, this is adding. The red adds. When you add all those fruit flavors to the savoriness, it's stunning. It's so different. I'm loving it.
I really think you're right. It works with the savory. The spice is all good. That pickled cauliflower, I forgot it had all that ginger in there.
The ginger is pretty intense.
Holy cow! Danny, you like gingers, so you should probably take a bite of that.
Close your eyes, mother. I'm having another piece.
Yeah, they're absolutely delightful. And then the corner project, even though everything's in a to-go zone now, but they're always going to have these fermented vegetables just ready in 8-ounce jars. I think is what they were saying.
And if you are into fermentation at all, you've got to try their pickled stuff because, Brady's not a big vegetable guy, but
No.
it's super delicious.
Oh, and I wanted to throw one last thing. If you haven't seen it, and if you like information about wine making, Jim Ricard from J. Ricard's Winery and I have been doing a video on Facebook every other Thursday. So last Thursday, Jim and I did another video, and we were really, talking about, the nuts and bolts of winemaking, from soil to plants to bottling, bottle shock, corks. So if you want to geek out on wine knowledge, you can definitely zip over to Jim Ricard's Facebook page. I think we've got it linked on our Facebook page
think
as
so,
well.
too.
Click
Yep.
on that, and you can watch Jim and I geek out about how winemaking and wine process is going. And that leads me to our left bank. So our little left bank coalition
Yep.
is coming together at my house next Thursday. So you
Super
can
fun.
watch it live on Jim Ricard's Facebook Live.
Yep.
Next Thursday it starts at
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
And we're going to be out in my garden, hopefully. And
That'll be
hopefully
fun.
The temperatures aren't going to be too hot, but we're going to have.
All right, so it'll be hot.
It's going to be hot. We're going to have Kelly and Young out there. We're going to have the Petroncellis. We're going to have Jim
Petroncelli.
Ricard and us. And we are focusing, Carrie, listen up. We are focusing, you got to watch this. We're focusing on vegetarian dishes that pair
Yay.
great with our wine. And it's been a fantastic time. And Carrie, I certainly hope you've made those asparagus burgers that I made last week. Those things are fantastic. And if you haven't had them, you should definitely give them a try. They are wonderful.
They're stunning.
Mm-hmm,
They're absolutely stunning.
Oh, and then just a couple of notes. This next week, we are going to be updating our whole entire computer system, and that's going to take us a couple days to get that done. So next Wednesday, Thursday. What days are those?
Those are the
That's
24th and the 25th.
25th. We are going to be.
Don't call.
We're going to be.
I'll be too
well,
busy.
you can call.
Oh,
But
you
we
could.
won't be able to do
Send me a
much
message.
more for you because all of our equipment's going to be down while we're going
Don't
through
email.
this
Won't be able to
redo.
get it.
But definitely you can shoot us a call. So if you have an emergency, we'll be here. If you need to pick up wine,
Right.
you can come on by. But we're not going to be able to be doing normal tastings because we're going to be totally
Computer
upgrading
upgrades. I'm
all
so
of our
psyched. It's gonna be so
computers.
cool.
And that's going to be cool. And that also brings us to the 4th of July. The 4th of July is on a Saturday. And you think,
coming
Brad,
so quick.
Brad, you've been off for this last 8 months.
Right.
Why on earth would you close on the 4th of July?
Well, because we need to eat a lot of deviled eggs.
We're gonna eat some
together.
deviled eggs.
We're going to
have
work
some fun.
together to have fun.
So we are going to be closed on the 4th of July. That is a Saturday this year. So please, if you want to see us, come and see us on the 3rd or the 5th. And we can do that for you guys as well. But Grady's been working so hard, all these videos we've been producing and all of the editing and all that stuff. And now we're getting a new computer system, which is of course not going to work.
Nothing's going to work, right? It's going
We're
to be a complete
We're going to need a day off after next week.
disaster. But that's okay.
I know.
If we can get through the disasters of the last 4 years, what's one more disaster? It makes it more fun.
I know.
We don't like to do boring things. We only like to have a total teardown in the middle of a national disaster.
Oh, look. The census is going by.
Oh, no.
The census is going by. Get them, Freddie.
Oh, it's the we're having. If people are honking, there's a census parade going
Come
on.
here, Fred.
Making sure. So if you haven't already,
here.
fill out your census form.
What is this?
Get California all the money that we are entitled to, and then maybe Freddie will come over and thank you
Or
personally.
Michigan, or Arizona,
Or wherever you're watching, Washington.
It is
Fill
where
out that
they
form.
focus funds. So the more people that we know
Fill it
what's
out.
going on.
We know what's happening. No, it's a good thing. They're having a huge hootenanny.
Honestly,
Look at these people.
I just don't know why they just don't ask Google, because they know everything.
Right, why not just ask Google where people are living? Because
who's there?
I'm pretty sure they could check your phone and
Guess
tell
what?
you where you're at.
I know they know.
Oh, of course they do. And if you know what? Why just go through the rigmarole? Just go to the NSA, just pull up a couple records. Don't say that out loud.
That's right. I'm already on the watch list. Hey, Danny.
Well, if we
I think I'm ready
we
for
are
some
now.
other food. What do we got over there?
We got some good stuff.
Oh,
All
man.
right. So last
I have
week,
barely been
last
touching
week the
this stuff
corner
here.
project, I had duck leg sandwiches, I had tuna melts, I had these beautiful vegetarian salads, and then we're gonna come in with these things and then calm down, Danny.
Come on,
All right, you
man,
guys are
man.
barely eating all your other goodies.
What do you mean?
You better.
I literally
start-
licked this thing clean.
Okay, that's true. All right. So we have a pulled pork sandwich with a chicken Caesar.
They
probably
are
what it
technically in an elbow, which is associated with a corner, which has been modeled after a podcast that was written by a book. That anyway. So let's see, pulled pork. That's gonna
there's
be
a
good.
Freddie wanted some
But
treats.
I think I'm going chicken Caesar first.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do the salad first. Are you going to start with the Albarino? What are you thinking?
I was gonna. We haven't paired the Freddie Rosé yet.
No, we have
And I
not.
haven't tasted it, so you know what? You know what will tell me what it's gonna pair with?
What you taste.
If I taste it. So let's give
Exactly.
it
Because your palate is spectacular.
a taste. Wow, nice fork.
You know what?
way to
It's
save the world
it's
and
a
not-
super cute bamboo fork. Not super forky, but delightful.
The salad.
In the salad, I think. Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah. Look at that beautiful thing.
and definitely not a classic Caesar dressing. So, but it's Caesar-esque, but they've got some other great flavors going on there. I love it when I'm eating on a bamboo fork, when my lips stick to it. That makes me really
Oh,
happy.
yeah.
So, I think I'm gonna go with the Freddie Rosé.
Good call. I think I could use some of that right now.
So, don't know why we're laughing. We don't know what's going on.
Nothing's happening.
Nothing's
here.
happening. Nothing's happening here. But let's talk about rosé. So, as most of you guys know, this is my darker, more full-bodied rosé, more like a Southern Spanish or Southern Italian rosé. What does that make that?
What
It's
is
just
going on?
What is going on there? Oh, those guys like a little bit fuller-bodied rosé, so it's closer to a red than a white. Jim Ricard actually believes this is more like a Beaujolais. And it's not about the Beaujolais.
You know what? That's
You-
a really interesting comment. I had never heard him say that about your beautiful Grenache Rosé.
If you'd have watched our videos, you would have. Don't you watch our videos?
I try.
All right. Well, when Jim Ricard tasted this rosé, he said this is very similar to a Beaujolais, and that's just a nice, light, easy drinking red
Right,
wine.
fresh.
And this is closer to a red wine than a white. A lot of the my classique rosé is lighter than a white wine. This is heavier than a white wine, so it's right in the middle, which is not a bad place to be.
Never.
All right. Bright, cranberry. Good acidity, strong, like bull. All right, I'm going in for, what the heck is that?
So since it's not
Oh.
a classic Caesar, is it?
Oh.
Kale.
Is it kale?
This is kale.
Okay.
Hail, hail, the kale is here.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I know I can identify that piece of chicken. That's actually a chicken thigh, so it's juicy, smoky, rich. And this is what I was thinking with the brightness.
Of this. But there's something fun on the dressing that's coming out. It's not anchovy like you would
Fun?
expect, because you would expect anchovy with the Caesar, right? But I don't get that of the sea essence on this.
Actually-
What is that?
And here's the deal, since I didn't have this last week and we don't know their foods that well, so I don't know if you can see. So they have a classic, like a lettuce leaf on the bottom, but then
Right.
there's a bunch of kale that they wilted down and then added the dressing to. So they've spent a lot more time on producing this versus just chopping up some salad and throwing some things on top. This salad's very integrated. I think it's gastronomical.
And what
It is gastronomical.
are we pairing with this?
I'm gonna say rosé.
Rosé.
Rosé? Well, then
Yep.
I need to get some
All right,
rosé.
get some
Then you
rosé.
use the rosé, Danny.
Danny can have some rosé. And gosh darn it.
With the richness of the chicken thigh, it really accentuates the cranberry, because cranberry and turkey go so well together. The chicken thigh does that same sort of thing. If you're eating that big turkey leg, I like it at the Renaissance Fair. Oh, it's so good.
I don't know, I've never been. But the
That's right. You never came to saw me.
no.
What the hell?
You played like
5 years.
5 years, is that it?
5 years. I was at the Renaissance Fair.
I was in the Navy. I was very busy.
He was busy. He was busy. Shooting
But
down
the other
planes.
reason why I picked it is that, a lot of times I'll smoke my ribs. I'll be smoking my ribs all day long. And that smoky flavor lends itself very nice with the pork. So that's why I wanted to go with the rosé with this. And I think it's a great pairing.
It's a spectacular pairing with this Caesar.
But-
it's kind of a nouveau Caesar salad. It's really fun. Very different.
Nouveau Caesar. That's deep, Greg.
Well, what would be the Latin? That would be nouveau. Somebody correct me here. What is the previous past tense of new for Latin? I'm certain. If you want to know, ask the internet. The internet will tell me.
Oh, they'll tell you something.
Nova. Oh, Nova. I bet it's Nova. I bet it's Nova Rosé.
So this is
God
a-
bless America.
So
Comes to
this
me at
is
the end.
you would say this is a supernova rosé?
It is a champagne supernova rosé. If I was stuck
can
on
applaud to that.
If
You
I
can-
was
we-
stuck
we-
on an island somewhere.
We got 2 small thumbs up and now some applause to that. Good job, Greg.
I'm not.
Thank you.
And Anna gave him
God.
she gave him 2 nods.
I'm
Well, she was
crushing
typing.
it today. Just crushing it.
She's just typing away. I can see her interacting with all you guys.
But
super
the most
fantastic.
important thing is, what are we going to try the pulled pork with?
Well,
You
that's
think-
that's the Zin.
Zin
the
for
Zin and barbecue should be the best.
Yep.
But we can. I would like to also try it with the Freddy Cuvée.
Yep.
And we might try it with the cab. But I definitely want. I'm going to start with.
idea.
I'm going to start with the Zin.
Let's start with the salmon. Oh
All
my
right,
god!
so we
I'm
got our
so excited for
salads.
this sandwich.
All right.
I mean, it looks
I'm gonna.
beautiful.
I'm gonna go.
Here, let me pour a little zin in there.
Look at Grady's arm. Doesn't it look delicious?
Doesn't it look?
Look, doesn't this sandwich look really, really good right now? Yum, yum.
I got some color last weekend outside.
Is that what you're calling that?
Oh,
Is that?
oh my god!
I thought it was something
I
else.
guess it's not age spots.
I thought it was livers.
Hey, I got those.
All right, you can all just stop back there.
All right. All right.
Yeah. What do you think?
Now, I was reading the description of the sandwich when I was ordering him this morning, and he had a marmalade glaze on this. So you get your marmalade glaze in there. Marmalade. All right. And I've been working on trying to eat like a good Instagrammer, so we're gonna go into the camera. Here's what it goes. Oh.
That's not what you're going to go viral for.
Okay. Sorry.
Hopefully you didn't hear that. But keep an eye on your YouTube because anything could happen.
Anna's going to talk for the first time today. I hope you can hear her.
Brad, while you're chewing, I just have to share with you that Thomas Hawk says now you're going to have to name a wine supernova.
You know.
I thought that was cute.
You know.
Yeah, right.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I will think of a wine for that great idea. I will take care of you with. You'll get like
You'll get
bottle
the
number,
first bottle.
You'll get the bottle number 1.
We'll sign
off
it,
the line
do the whole
because
thing.
I don't know how it exactly relates to Mercury.
Well, Mercury is kind of a celestial kind of, sorry about that. Celestial kind of thing. I do believe sorry. I do think that supernova works in there somehow.
I thought it was safe until Grady started talking, eating,
All
chewing.
right, so I'll just put my mask on. That way, nobody gets spit on today.
No, but they'll right below your Jim Ricard mustache. I think
Right.
you've already got some snacks in there.
I
You
do
might
have a
want-
couple of
just-
snacks in
Grady,
there.
Just pull it closer. Lick them off. Just lick them off. There we go. Holy mackerel! That was.
We've lost control of the show.
It's
It's
out of
pretty
control.
obvious that we've completely
It
lost
is.
control. At this
It's out of
point,
control.
hang on to your hats, kids. It's just going to get a little wackier from here.
If I can get back to the Zen, because
Oh,
I'd
yes.
like to.
Let's get back to the Zen.
Richness of the pork, the Zen with its nice stewed strawberries and stewed cherry flavors, a little bit of spice running through there, completely complementary. And what's nice is that my Zen doesn't have residual sugar because they put that little bit of marmalade on there, so there's that sugar, so it's not
Right.
competing. It's actually really coming together
enhancing.
quite nicely. And I would say that their home brews
Wow.
they've got would be great with it. But I'm
Wow.
also thinking that chocolate,
that chocolate
stout,
oyster stout that Brad
chocolate
tried.
oyster stout. Who smashes up oysters and puts them in beer?
Who knows?
They did.
What they do. It's really good.
So,
I think
again,
that was
with
a
this-
hen house. The oyster
That was
the hen
oh,
house?
that was
Yeah.
in house, yeah.
Wow.
A real classic. Is this a baguette, Anna? What is this?
That would be a.
Speak up, Anna. Your mouth is full.
Use your diaphragm. Use your diaphragm.
Ciabatta.
Oh, it's a ciabatta.
Ciabatta.
Yes.
Anna was like, it's round. It's
Square,
thick.
it's
She was-
square, it's
She was
square.
sign languaging it all in for me. That is absolutely fantastic. Oh, it's square? Okay.
Squarish.
Okay, her sign language for square is not good, but
Like this?
oh, there we go. You don't want to know Looking
I,
good.
I read that sign language.
She gave me the universal sign of I'm awesome. What's amazing is I usually get it a couple times a day. It is so good. That's why I'm so used to it. Oh, here's
But
the
like
deal.
you said, with that marmalade, man, it brings up the flavor of the pork, but then you hit it with the Zen, and it all comes into
We
perfect
might,
balance.
the audience might have to have a little Zen with this.
I think
So
they should.
I'm gonna take
Take
this.
this in.
Let's see if Grady's
Pour it
description.
for the edge of wetness back there.
Wow, just a wonderful, really wonderful, smoky, gentle flavor in this pork. It's cooked perfectly, if you ask me.
Yeah.
It's tender, but it has good resistance.
It reminds me of your pulled pork.
Yes, I would.
It's so
I would agree.
good.
And their mix of woods is very nice. We were talking that they
Plum.
do plum in there. Well, it's just good.
Oak.
Tree fruit's good.
Sure.
Oak. That's it's a very nice, gentle. And then the what I would consider their barbecue sauce. What I like about it, it's not sickening sweet.
Not at all.
And they're also using it judiciously so that it's not just all you're tasting is the sauce. You want to taste the meat. Hey, everybody that buries your barbecued pork in barbecue flavor, well, just drink some barbecue
Let me
sauce.
put it on, yeah.
No, just
Well, you're fine.
make it nice and gentle so you can actually have some flavor of the pork. Oh, speaking of
Flavored of pork.
flavor pork. You got this.
You can have your wine back. We're good
Thanks.
now. Thank you.
The
That
Zen
is
is
one-
fantastic with it.
That is one hell of a sandwich, dude.
Yeah. That's a Sammy. That's a Sammy right there.
And that's why I use the word gastropub, because everybody does brew pubs. Brew pubs are nice, but gastropub really takes it to the next level. And I really believe they're taking it to the next level. This is not your downstream stuff. Skyserville. You gotta kick it up a notch.
I'm not in downstreams. That would be terrible.
You've been downstream once, but you got older and
Oh.
you learned
Let's see.
first time.
That's
Swimming.
that's a big,
Children.
crazy vintage nose on this. I think it's going to be okay.
I'm actually excited to try this
Yeah.
with the
Oh.
Freddy Cuvée.
Oh. Something's working with it. Either Zen Freddy Cuvée. Do we go Zen Freddy Cuvée on the lineup?
Mm-hmm.
That's a smart thing because that was really good.
Because they played
All right.
nicely
That was
together.
very nice. God, all these carbs. What am I going to do?
Well, you're gonna do extra sit-ups this week.
Yes, that's right.
Or just do sit-ups this week.
Or maybe I'll just go in the forest and mill some wood and get all my exercise that way.
That's what Brad's been doing. He's been milling wood, and you will see it. It'll be beautiful.
I did mill some wood.
He milled a bunch of stuff.
I was going to talk about good wood gone Brad, but I was going to say the real deal is that for those of you that know the Redwood Grove that I have fantastic access to, that I built this beautiful deck, and in the middle of this giant forest, a tree fell down and crushed the deck.
Right on the deck.
I know.
What are the chances? It could have fallen anywhere in the forest. And it's right on your deck.
Right on my beautiful
Right
deck
on
that I truly built to last a couple hundred years. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So anyway, we got that all fixed up. It's been 1.5 years since that horrible tragedy happened, and now we've got that. So I have been actually in the forest doing some milling.
He's
in all
been
of this.
falking through the forest. That was for you, Terry.
This one goes great too.
You know what? The Freddy Cuvée,
Absolutely fantastic.
it has more European style.
Oh,
It's a lot more
what
restrained.
does that mean?
Well, for me, European has a much more restrained nose. You get a touch of that raisin on the nose, but then the palate is very California, where the bigger fruit starts coming through. And wow, when it hits that with this crazy pork, it is stunning.
Crazy pork.
Stunning.
I agree with you, Grady. Actually, I think you're spot on in your description. It's absolutely fantastic. The sandwich is great on its own, but there's, God, I should have read because what is this?
There is some sort of sauce going on.
Or is this what is this?
It looks Thousand Island-esque, because it's kind of
Oh, no, wait, no,
red orange.
there's garlic in there.
There's definitely garlic. Yeah, you know what? I bet it's an aioli. Aioli, is that how you say that? Aioli. It's some sort of like red pepper aioli that has a little hint of garlic in there.
I don't know.
We'll have to go to the website.
But I like
find out.
it.
But it's freaking
It's adding
fan.
it's really what it's doing is I think that's really balancing the marmalade.
The marmalade. Because the marmalade, that sweeter note, is actually
It's
nicely balanced
quite nice.
by the savory.
And if you know me, I know sauces. I'm basically a saucier. And I
A
don't
saucy
know.
bee.
gosh, that's fantastic. Whatever the heck it is, I don't know what it is, but those flavors
But
are
it's
great.
amazing.
And this goes so nicely with it.
Crunchy ciabatta is crushing it. Because then you get that crunchy, almost like a crouton crust on there.
Wait a minute. You said
Oh, yeah.
crunchy, ciabatta crunching it. Or crushing it.
Crushing it. It crushed it. Because it crunches on there. So good.
I like that. I think that's a good description. Wow. That's just really nice. So exciting.
I love this sandwich. It's my new favorite. I thought the meatloaf sandwich, which they do.
Hello.
Nothing to see here. Hello,
Actually,
friends. Welcome
what's
to
going on?
Mercury.
We were at the halfway point. I was
were.
just letting everybody know that we're at the
All
halfway
right, that
point.
was our halfway point ding.
So-
Every day at halfway, Brad smacks it into the tasting bar to make sure we know that we're at 30 minutes in.
I have no idea where I wanted to go next, though.
Oh, you were going to talk about the.
Actually, should we do one of our specialty fancy wines?
We should, because it'd be kind of fun to pair too.
Oh, actually,
Oh, wait.
Danny's gonna jump
Danny
in.
has a hootenanny.
Never.
Okay, well,
Oh, come on in. There we go.
as all of
Gotcha.
you know, because you've been here on chat, everybody's deciding that they need to have a get together for everybody on chat.
That's a fantastic
that is-
idea.
So
That's gonna happen.
Should we get together at Coppola or Should we get together
Delormier
here?
has a beautiful
Are
backyard.
you saying that we should probably get together here?
I'm thinking, so
And maybe have all you chatters on a happy hour live?
Liz Osborne said, I think this group should get together at Mercury sometime.
Okay.
I think that is absolutely the thing that
A
has to happen.
celebration. And I'm saying, you know,
Well, let's start picking the dates.
well, we'll figure it
How about the
figure it
first
out.
chat hoot
Happy
game?
hour family reunion.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
F you.
I'm on that.
Happy hour family reunion.
Oh,
For
it's not a U.
all of you.
Oh, that's an R.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no. He was never good at spelling. Trust me.
Happy hour FU. That's how
Okay, I hope you
Hey,
guys can hear that.
you
Anna
know,
said it's going to be
we're
a
all
happy
friends
hour
here.
FU.
That's okay.
That is awesome and weird and
I'm down.
kind of the wrong direction, the wrong message.
No. I think that's the exact message
Actually,
we need to.
I would sign up. Okay,
Actually,
so
you know,
here.
if my good friend Jamie was here, she would explain to me that that is not the right message.
However, since she is not here, we're
We're
totally
gonna
going to
go-
do
oh,
a
no.
happy hour FU.
That's,
There you go. Family
Thank you,
reunion.
family
It's
unit.
FR.
Oh, it's a family unit.
Reunion.
Oh, family. Oh,
Not
FR.
not union.
No, it's a family
Union?
It's a
Where did
family-
the family
Where did we get
union
from?
family unit.
Maybe
Unit.
because of you.
Oh, it's a
Oh.
unit.
That's why.
Every quack.
one suggests
Burr.
we camp at your house, Brad.
Oh, we
And Andra says yes. And
Oh.
Britt says
So I
yes.
can already see it's going to
Camping
be a
at Squirrel
freaking
Manor.
disaster.
So
OMG.
For those that were at our wedding, that was pretty much what it was like.
it was.
It was
yes.
hardcore. It
Okay.
was hardcore.
I'll think about that. And what we'll do is we'll get right back to you about that amazing idea.
Also, Jamie Natchheim says
Oh,
she's listening.
whoops.
oh!
So Jamie,
Hi, Jamie.
is the reunion FU? What was it called? The
It's the family reunion.
Reunion.
FR.
No, the FR.
It's for freedom.
So, well, Jamie, thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening.
But here's the neat thing, Jamie. Jamie, I happen to know, is out on the coast enjoying some fantastic oysters and having fun. So
What?
thank you for still tuning in while you're out on the coast having a
good time.
Oh, you're on the way home.
All right, fine.
well-
So you're watching in the Tesla on the big screen.
Yes, that's the only way to do it.
Is that allowed?
No,
No, not while
but
you're
that's
driving.
okay. If you have a Tesla, you can do
I
anything
don't
you
know.
want.
Maybe Stephen hacked.
Maybe they hacked it.
Yeah.
Maybe
They
hacked
probably
it.
hacked it. I'm sure
All right,
it's a
bye
hack.
everyone.
Okay, bye, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks for stopping in.
Oh, yes.
Those are some great questions, and I'm sure that everybody really enjoyed that that little interlude.
Oh boy, I'm gonna get a dressing down from Jamie tomorrow. Oh man,
Yeah,
that's not good.
That's all right.
that's not good.
Well, if you're close, Jamie, we have some of the pulled pork left, I believe.
And you need to get in on that. So just pull into Geyserville, come in the back,
We'll just throw a sandwich at
throw
you.
a
on the
sandwich
run.
at you, it'll be so good. And then you'll be up for all the crazy things we just thought of doing. Guaranteed.
All right. Actually, we have a special guest. His name is Lou, who's in the audience today.
Yay! He brought us something ridiculous.
Lou has
Unexpected. Crazy.
Has been a fabulous friend for, I think, we're on 11 or so
12 years at least, right?
now. And he has been the keeper of my cellar. So when I sell through or drink through all of my wine, he's like, "Hey, Brad,
I got 5 of these.
I got something that's kind of fun." But actually what we have is the last.
The very last.
We have a last of the lot.
What year is this?
Here, it's a 2005, my very first
What did you
Cabernet
make,
that we...
like 50 cases?
No,
of
this
that?
was 100. This was 100 case.
Oh, it was
run
100
back then.
case
Yeah, this was
run?
100 case. run.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, it could have.
2005 though?
Oh, it was. Yeah, it was absolutely. It was easily 4-barrel.
Easily,
Yeah,
like-
yeah. It was.
okay.
It was 100 case. run. And so,
Is
get
it?
that out of there. Do not. Thank you.
Sorry. Neophyte drinker.
There you go.
over
Please
here.
let Lou enjoy that.
Yes.
Thank you,
Wow.
Lou. I
And
certainly
And maybe a
appreciate
couple
it.
other people.
2005. Look at
2005.
the beautiful
Well,
color on
It,
this thing.
it is very oxidized. I mean, I'm not even going to try to sugarcoat this
Sure.
situation. We've gone from what would have been a nice, beautiful red cherry lip. That went into maybe a light brown, but we've got a very brown almost oxidized amber color here. So we have a couple things going to be happening. The wine either had no intentions of making it this long, or the cork might have been allowing a little too much oxygen in.
There we go.
I will never know the answer, but when I did pull the cork on this, the cork did break. And, so the cork may have been allowing more oxygen than I would have wanted for this wine. So this could be a bad cork to let more oxygen in. It could be just the fact this wine is at its peak and is moving gracefully into
However,
its.
that being said,
With all that being said, I think that we've got some exciting. Oh, we
got
have
something-
we have two.
we have something very exciting here. We have a 5. The 5 messenger. Was this the very first messenger
That's
you made?
That's what I said. But if you rewind.
I wasn't listening.
So
I was
if,
drinking.
if you actually go back about 47 seconds,
Well, I can't
mentioned
rewind on this
that,
thing. It's so hard. It's so difficult. So I rewind. The whole
yes,
thing's all
this
screwed
is
up.
That's okay. Active
So
listening.
it's your first.
Active
So
listening is
it's your first.
your active listening has never been your number one skill. But
Never- it's not
but
even number 3.
But we don't mind. But seriously, so this is one of the first wines that we absolutely produced for Mercury. And it's got, here's the deal. If you like older or vintage wines, it's a vintage nose all the way around.
Absolutely.
And actually, I think it's gone from a vintage nose to me personally. This is actually smelling more like a Madeira, which is a very old and very well-aged wine. And so we've gone to the point where it was unexciting, where I think we've now achieved the.
I think
we've achieved a nose that is oxidized, but has gone. Thank you, Madeira nose.
Rich.
Are any from the audience? Any cherries? There's a whiff of cherry running behind the oxidation in that caramely Madeira style.
it's that caramel that's coming through that is so beautiful.
So we had that beautiful caramely nose, and we got that kind of up front. You taste oranges?
We're getting orange peels for the peanut gallery.
But it also might be the orange marmalade that was on your lip. We didn't pass out any napkins, so he's
Don't forget to
eating
just
like
take it right
looks
off
like
your
a
shirt
Wolverine back there.
sir.
But let's for 2 seconds, real quick. This is really important because even though this wine isn't luxurious and elegant and lasting forever, but the flavors that are coming, Lou, I'm serious. The flavors that are hitting, they're in and out and in and out, but they're delicious.
It's changed a lot.
From when we first, I think this wine is peaking right now. Honestly,
From moment 1.
yes.
Right. This is crazy.
On the eyes, it was very disappointing because it was so heavily oxidized. But here's what's really cool about this wine is that there must have been so much, I don't know who made it, but dang it. There was so much flavor packed into this thing that even though this wine has visually past its prime, I think it's actually tasting great. So if you've got a 2005 in your cellar, I would throw
Grab
it into
that
your
sucker.
drink now pile.
For sure.
Now we opened this up about 35, 40 minutes. Oh, actually been 45 minutes.
It's been
This
45 minutes.
Nope, it's been an hour. So we opened up this wine. We poured a little bit out because the cork was a little crappy, so I had to get the cork out of there. And we all had a little taste, and it was intense and kind of jagged. And we knew that it could use some opening up. I'm going to say, if you're going to do this wine, open it.
Yeah.
Hopefully you get the cork out better than I did. Secondly, I would do a little taste, but then just let it. I wouldn't decant it because you're gonna lose it. You're gonna
It'll
if you
be
decant
gone.
it, you're gonna go hit the peak and you're gonna miss it. So just open it, pour yourself a couple of ounces, let the oxygen rotate through, and at 1 hour open, this wine is tasting fantastic.
It's stunning.
So if you have a
It's
2005, I would say drink it this year.
Yep.
Plan a special meal. Open it an hour before you intend to drink it. So if you're sitting down to a nice 2 or 3 course meal, open it as you're sitting down so it has that time to relax.
Would you put it into a?
Speak up. Can't hear you.
Put it into a decanter?
Oh, I would know.
No.
If we were on 35 seconds ago, I would say do not put it into a decanter.
Okay.
Because you'll miss what's going to happen in the decanter. I believe that if you put this wine in a decanter, that it's going to move too quickly for you. You're going to miss the mark on it. So I would open it, taste, and I would have this at the end of the meal.
Brad,
It's-
do you
it's
have any of the pork
beautiful.
left on yours?
Do you have pork on
If
mine?
not, take a little pork and hit
Oh,
it with
here's
that
some.
messenger. Recall your sign of quality television.
All right, a little pork. Oh, I got the
I
messenger
know.
back.
I'm telling you, dude. I am
Well-
telling you. I
Or-
thought the Freddy Cuvée was the ultimate, but there is something about this richer, older wine that is bringing out every nuance.
That piece I had might have had a little more marmalade. Did yours have a lot of marmalade?
No, I didn't have much marmalade.
You see, the sugar for me,
Yeah,
not
it's competing.
is a little competing because it's kind of trying to dominate the flavors. But what I'm getting, what you had, because it was a marmalade drizzle, it wasn't like incorporated in.
all over the
so
place.
I got maybe a heavy drizzle.
You are a heavy drizz. That's for goddamn sure.
So that little bit of sugar kind of messed with the great flavors I was getting. So, but what you're thinking, the pork flavors
The
with
pork flavors, those smoky
with the smoke and
flavors,
would go good. But so I would go
OMG.
I would do a smoky pork with this, absolutely.
but be very judicious
Because also
with the
because
drizzle.
the tannins and the acids are lacking in this wine,
Right.
because it's older. So you want something that's fatty but not too fatty,
Sure.
drizzly but not too drizzly. Got
No,
some
because
shizzle.
I got just the
got some
pork
drizzle in your shizzle.
and the pork. Oh, Snoop, if you're listening, I am so sorry.
Oh, I love my Snoopy. Come on. Bow wow
But-
wow, yippee yo, yippee
Yay!
Yeah. Save some.
You
for
better
the-
turn in for the
save
next
some for the other folks.
episode.
So thirsty, this one. So
I
thirsty.
am. It's not alcoholism. at
here's the deal.
all.
Fantastic. Lou, thank you so much for allowing me to taste one of my own wines that I personally have not tasted for years. So he's got more to come. And so he,
He has an 05 rocket. Do you
he has all my
faster?
fathers.
It's Father's Day.
It's Father's Day.
Maybe next week we have an old father.
All right. Well. Oh my gosh! The question from the peanut gallery is Lou single? His cellar runs deep, and I've been told it's at the perfect temperature. So just been told that. Don't know it from personal experience. So. Again, thanks, Lou. And then Lou has also said he's going to be in the audience next week. So I have a feeling that we might be bringing you. What is
Something
Brad
really
Lot?
crazy.
What are we going to drink?
Let's
Yes.
mention what Lou does.
Why don't you come on out? Well, why don't we have Lou come on up? Well, Lou, you know.
Come here, Lou.
Come on, Lou. Come on over.
Bring your glass. Bring your glass.
Absolutely. So, Lou.
There you are,
If
sir.
I knew this, I would have shaved.
Well, it's in the year of the COVID, so we're gonna be okay. This is my really great friend Lou, and he is one of the most amazing characters out here in Sonoma County. Tell the folks what you do.
I drive wine tours, take you to great places like this, all over the county. I'm a 40-year person here in Sonoma County, been a wine freak for about 35 of them.
And
love
he
this
always
place.
saves Brad's craziest vintages.
And but that's how Lou and I became great friends. Is he discovered me, and he said that he sort of liked my wine, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's great. But what Lou and I really connected over is that we both love wine.
But you can make it and I can't, so I can just drive people to it.
But you know things that other people don't know. You know wineries that make wine that very compatible to mine. But if you've got a palate that's like this, so you can take them to the right places, introduce them to the right places. But we, Stelzner.
I have an 83.
Hello.
Gosh, dang
Can I
it. So,
interject something?
we have an interjection. Anna, could you project for us,
I'm
please?
projecting, so I hope everyone can hear. Lou is someone who can steer you in the right
Hang on one second.
direction.
That's okay.
And
Just in the
so
bathroom.
I trust Lou 100%. He gets, I don't want to say this in a bad way, Lou, you get around.
Okay.
In the best
Lou
way
loves
possible.
wine.
Lou sniffs out great wine, no matter where it's
If
at.
you're lucky enough to have Lou guiding you, you definitely are going to have a great experience.
So how can people get a hold of Lou?
Lou'sWineTours@gmail.com
Yeah.
is my email. 707-373-3954 if you want to call me.
And he will get you here safely and get you home safely.
And
too.
also,
That's
or
the
just
best
shoot
part.
us an email and we'll absolutely get you in
Hell
contact
yes.
with you. And so here's the deal. I don't care if you've been in Sonoma County or been coming to wine country for years. Lou knows the places that you
More
don't.
than we'll
And
ever know.
what's a really great thing, because he has such an in-depth wine knowledge, and if you could tell him what kind of wines you like, then he can help you find wineries you've never heard of that are fantastic, that'll fit your palate. His knowledge is incredible, and plus he's going to take such good care of you.
And he's the coolest freaking fruit you've ever met.
What did you just say?
A fruit. He's a cool fruit.
Is that a good thing?
I have
It's
no
a
idea.
really
I
good
would
thing.
assume the way he pronounced it, it was
It's good, yes.
Okay.
Brady wouldn't diss me.
Is it good?
No, I don't
Internet,
think- I don't think
tell
it
us
will.
if it's good. He's the
Freddie-
best. He's the
Oh.
coolest fruit I know.
And also, Freddie's number one friend.
Yes.
And if you thought you
Freddie
were Freddie's
Lo-
number one friend,
You were
Lou
wrong.
met Freddie. Lou met Freddie, I believe, about a week or so after we got him.
He was my lapdog.
He was his we had a little special chair for Freddie. So when Lou was we had his customers in here enjoying wine, he would sit down and Freddie would go to sleep in his lap for the next hour and enjoy it.
Freddie
So,
loves Lou.
we haven't seen Lou because of the vid for a long time. And when Lou came in today, Freddie couldn't stop whining. Come here, handsome. Come say hi. Come on. Come say hi up close. Come on. Well, he was surfing for Grady snacks.
As you know, the uncle always has the best snacks.
Freddie says, and kale.
Oh, do not eat my kale.
There we
Don't
go.
eat my salad, Freddie. Oh, no.
Yes. Well, hey, thank you,
Thank
my
you.
friend. I really do appreciate everything that you've done
And
for
thank
me,
you
but
for
I
this.
appreciate our friendship more, and especially when you bring me these fantastic things.
And
Thank you so
we'll
much.
do it again next week.
Here's to
Absolutely.
Lou.
Yay,
Yay,
Lou!
Aren't we in a raffle?
We have a raffle.
Tonight?
We're talking
Oh
about,
my
no, we're going to
God.
talk about a raffle. That's next week. But we can talk about it tonight. But I do, before we go to that kind of stuff, we had a special wine besides the special wine.
What? We have another
Yay!
special wine
I
on
know.
top of the special wine?
Well,
Are you
I-
kidding me?
As a person who truly loves drinking wine that you can't purchase, because it's rare and elegant and a thing that is awesome.
It's a stunner.
But I
You
do
have
want
it.
to talk about wines you can purchase. And so we have not talked about the heavy metal since I think lot one of our shows.
Yes.
And so here's the heavy metal. This is a Petit Verdot blend. And we had a big Petit Verdot fan in today. So we opened this and I thought, dang it, let's talk about it and have some fun. So mainly
Wow.
Petit Verdot. What else is in this wine?
There's a touch of Merlot.
A little
and is
splash
there a
of Merlot.
splash of Cab this year?
Could be. I don't have my glasses on. I can't read. It says there's a third one.
Yep, it's the Cab. It's
It's
a
a little
touch
bit
of
of
Cab.
Cabernet
Just
there.
like 5%. but wow.
2016.
16
Okay.
vintage.
3 years in the
You
barrel.
know, the
blah, blah,
13
blah,
was
my
off
world.
the chain, but the 16, wow, kids. It is following right in the footsteps.
Hey, Danny, could you please give everybody a little splash? Because I don't believe any of
Since
those
they're all
guys,
acting like zombies at the
have-
door of a mall. Good grief, people. Hold on to your shorts. Randy.
All right.
Put your shirt back on, Randy. I cannot handle that kind of stuff while I'm acting.
Oh my lord.
What is happening here?
All right.
What is
So,
happening?
Petit
What is
Verdot, an
going on?
intense, rich grape, a very cherry-driven grape.
Wow,
Maybe
Brad.
a little bit of violets in there.
Mhm.
But we did use that new oak that I've been using, that Zeppelin Forest oak.
Wow.
So you have that wonderful vanilla-y action.
Oh, yeah.
There is a picture of a rock star.
Of somebody.
on
I have
the-
no
on the
idea
front.
whose picture's on there.
I don't know. Someone's super handsome. That's all I
Yeah.
know.
Obviously, they were super sexy because you couldn't make it on the bottle otherwise.
That is a fact. But so this was another, I think it's 65, 75 case run. This
Wow,
is
Brad.
going to
Wow.
be going in the wine club in August. So everybody's guaranteed to at least get one
Fantastic.
bottle. We probably have 14 or 15 cases that
Cases
we
right
can
after
sell.
that. It won't be money.
That we can do.
OMG. If you
Yeah.
like Petit Verdot,
Yeah.
this is everything you love and none of the astringency, none of the green that you don't love.
Yeah, this is actually coming along quite nicely. It's been a couple months since I had this wine. It was not recently bottled. It was bottled probably 8 months ago. But really starting to come into its own. Just rich, luxurious flavors. Very,
Luxurious.
we called it heavy metal for a reason. It is a full-bodied heavy wine. It's
Look at
dark,
that
it's
color.
deep. But I say drinkable. I say
Oh.
drinkable on its own. I say drinkable. Let's try a little bit of.
Let's try a little bit of this fun stuff. I've got a feeling with this charcuterie.
Actually, I can see the marmalade now, so I can dig in and around it.
Right. Wow.
Wow. Man.
God bless America,
See, I think
kids.
I-
That is the bomb.
I
And
got
if
too much
I
more.
just had a little bit of that charcuterie, and that little bit of fat just accentuates. It makes everything kind of get richer and more explosive. Watch out, Freddie.
Everything's good. Come here, handsome.
Brad's getting a little cray-cray with the cheese whiz.
Again, I would not pair this with sugar. So the marmalade, I got a
No.
little bit of marmalade on that. That's not a good sugary.
It needs the savory,
thing.
right?
This is a much more wine that focuses more on the savory. Even though it's a big, powerful wine, you think a little sugar might help. And it's going great with the smoke, the texture, the flavor. But I'm not liking it with the sugar, so I would not drink this wine with a sugary dish. You could do a dark chocolate or something like that, but not.
Dark chocolate for sure.
Really dark chocolate.
Really dark chocolate.
Yeah, we're
like
talking.
that 78% cacao.
Oh, that's no 78. That's for silly.
Is that for loser Clover Dalians like myself?
No, you got to go in the 80s, man.
Holy smokes!
Right.
Do they make those?
I've got yes.
Oh.
I've got an 89 and an 85 in the house right now.
Holy
I
smokes!
know. Not just vintages, folks. Here.
Already installed in there.
What am I doing? Oh, that's what I'm doing.
Thomas Hawk asks, so maybe heavy metal with lamb?
Yes,
Yes,
but
Thomas.
but now I'm gonna.
You gotta have the
Well,
little
no,
caveat.
there's sometimes the mint sauce goes great with lamb. I'm not sure the mint sauce is gonna go quite. Any
Put it on the side.
Lou?
Lean fat.
yeah,
Lean
I
towards fat.
I would go for more fatty rosemary stuff
Right.
like that, but not the mint for this wine. Thank you very much. You're right. The more
'Cause you said
rosemary
that the sweeter
dishes or
was
something
not
like-
playing
But
well.
the doesn't mean that but mint I just don't think is a great flavor profile for this.
Right, right.
Your Pinot Noirs can handle mint.
Sure.
I think even my Zin can handle mint. But you need a richness and a fruitiness to pair up with it. And this is a driven wine, so I would say stick with the more rosemary things. And then real quick, we've got our huge raffle coming up. Tell all your friends. Tell them, holy cow, I might have a chance. I not might have a chance. You do have a chance of winning this
Every single
super
one of
sexy,
you has a chance.
15 liter bottle of my 2015 Reserve Cabernet, which is crazy because we're going to be raffling this off on the 15th. Or no, for our
26th.
15th show. On the 26th.
On the
but it's our 15th
Brad was
show.
right. The 15th show. It's our 15th show. Can you believe it, kids?
Hand painting, sexy wine,
Very sexy.
display.
Yeah.
You look great in your house. Only way you can win is to be a wine club member. That is the only way.
You
You
have to be
join
a
up
wine club
today. I'm not computer ticketing. No, you've
Nope,
had to
you're
be
too
a wine
late.
club member.
We only want
for
the
a long
cool
time.
people
So if you want to have
win.
access to awesome things like this, join today. But you are not going to be entered in to win this. This is for our folks that have been supporting. Is that the word I'm looking? I'm looking for support.
No, supporting.
This is people that have been supporting me for years, and thank you all so much. I super appreciate it. I'm glad that we've made this connection and been having a lot of fun. So this raffle is happening next week. If you do want to sneak in an extra ticket or two, buy 6 bottles or more, you'll do that. We are still running the $1 shipping for 6 bottles as well. We can't ship to half the country right now, but if that I needed to extend the $1 shipping. So it was supposed to end
Thanks, Anna.
it was supposed to end on Father's Day, but we decided that it should end Anna's
birthday is 21st.
Anna's birthday. Happy birthday.
So send all the happy birthday love.
She didn't want all the goodies to end on her birthday, so we're gonna push that off to whatever the next week is. We're
The
gonna go
26th
go an
when we
extra Sunday.
auction off the big
Oh,
bottle,
that's
right?
a good idea. That's a good idea. Wow,
Seems
who came
like
up with
fun.
that, Anna? Way to go. So seriously, lots of stuff going on. Let's do a quick little recap, real quick
We're
here.
closed next week on Wednesday and Thursday, so don't come get your wine. I
Because
won't
we're
be
getting
here.
a whole new computer system.
New computer.
So
Super
when you can't get a hold of us or try to buy wine, it's because we got a new computer system. And then we're going to close for So please, if you need wine, of course, we're going to be around and stuff like that. If you need to pick up wine, you can do it. But we just don't. We're going to have time for tasting because we're going to be getting those things going. We've got Jim Ricard next Thursday. So Jim
25th.
Ricard Facebook.
Watch that. It's
We're
super
doing
fun.
all vegetarian pairings with all of our left bank friends. It's going to be fantastic, and I'm going to slay them with my asparagus.
Asparagus burgers.
My asparagus burger.
The non-vegetarian person.
Even
thought
Grady liked
those
it,
were
and he's
amazing.
not even a human being. It's unbelievable.
I'm actually a meat popsicle.
That we're gonna move on to the next thing. So we're gonna talk about all these great wines we had. We had fun.
Raffle, clothes.
Corner Project, new
Corner Project,
restaurant,
Corner Project.
gastro beer
Pub. Awesomeness.
here in town. But of course, you
Loving
already
them.
know we have the Guysborough Grill.
Yep.
We have Diavola.
And Catelli's,
We have
of course.
Catelli's. Then we have, for our morning breakfast snacks, we have our
The
super
Geyserville.
fantastic friends over at Geyserville Mud.
Oh, it used to be the Bud,
Oh,
now
no,
it's the Geyserville Coffee
the
Company.
Coffee Company, of
Coffee
course.
Company.
And so many great things.
So much fun.
you know that when you come to Geyserville, there's a lot of things to do. I know
million
you're only going to
delicious
come here for me, but you can do some other things and support my good friends here in our small town. To keep small town America thriving, we need you.
That's right. To eat our delicious stuff.
Oh, a big thanks to all you folks
And
that
thank
helped
you
me out
again.
for the Child Help
Child Help.
organization.
Wow.
We met the
Wow.
goal. That doesn't mean that if you haven't donated, you shouldn't.
They've
what you
extended
should
the goal.
do is they met their goal. We met our goal.
$50,000.
And
Brad
here's the
met
thing.
his goal.
I am up against professional ball players.
Right.
Millions of dollars.
And Brad is crushing them like little bugs. that they
killing
are.
it.
I don't know what I
Killing it.
You're crushing them like little bugs.
Excuse me. My friends are awesome. Hey, what's going on?
I'm just trying to get wine glasses. Don't.
Where'd you
Where,
find those?
where, I was gonna say, where did those
All right.
come from?
But I just want to
Secret
say,
stash.
here's the deal. You know we love you guys. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for your support.
Thank you very much.
I couldn't be here without you. You guys are such awesome people. And gosh darn, this has been another great day, Greg.
This has been amazing.
I know it.
And I can't wait till next week, because next
Yeah.
week's going to be like the biggest one we've ever done. So
All right, and what we're gonna do is we have very limited seating, and we're giving away the thing. next
Yeah,
week?
we're giving away the
So we
thing.
have limited seating. So
if you wanna
please,
come up,
let us know as soon as possible.
call
If you
me
think you're
right
gonna be
now.
here, we'll try to get you. Don't call us right now. We're doing this thing.
Well, I mean,
about
but
2
leave me a
seconds.
message.
But it's going to be a ton of fun. And then for those of you that have been chatting and hanging out with us and having fun, and now we've got all of our friends to come together, what we need to do
We
is
have a
I'm
party.
serious.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a party. And
We're going to have a party for all of you awesome people who've been
and
texting,
in our-
chatting.
And I think we can, if we can get our new microphones and all of our new camera equipment that's coming in soon, and I think that we can probably accommodate a whole bunch of people.
A lot of you cool
out
cats.
on the back patio. And so what we're going to do is, this is how I think we're going to work it, because
Okay.
obviously we need to have 50, 60 people availability.
Yep, and we
It's
also
gonna-
need
it's
to
going to have to be
plan a little
it's
bit.
gonna- Plan?
I know, it's not like us to plan.
Chicken
But-
wing it, girl. Chicken wing. No, we'll plan this thing up, and hopefully, because some of you have to travel.
Right.
Let's get this thing planned to have some fun. We can have it out and back.
Yep.
Hopefully, we can get 50, 100 people come out.
Party on
have
the
some fun.
patio. Isn't that a song or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I heard a yes. Yay. I knew I was saying something.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you all
Cheers.
so
And
much.
Thanks, everybody.
Yay, thank you to our audience.
And happy birthday, Anna Duran.
Happy birthday
Go
to
ahead.
you.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.